Just a quick little recovery session about to happen up in here. It's about 75 degrees out here. Well, not 75, let's say 68. What's going on with the weather lately? Well, Tuesday it rained the entire day. Flood warnings all over the place. And I was praying that I would be the first one out to take a look around. Hoping I would see something. What's going on with the weather though? Well, beautiful flood events every 2.5 weeks, right on schedule. Oh yeah, those waters are frigid. Go figure. Let me go ahead and look around real quick. It's been a while since I recovered some major things in this part of the creek. I missed the last few times, back in January, where it was right on schedule for us. But I missed it because it was on a Sunday and a Monday, and I didn't even bother coming out to some of my hot spots because I knew everything would have been gobbled up. Now it's our turn. So far, so good. No footprints, no signs of people stepping down. Clean as a whistle. Vacant. Kind of makes me wonder a little bit. I mean, what if they didn't come out looking for the monumental things after the second major storm washout through here back in late January? Or early February, I think it was. Because at the time that it hit, I kind of figured people were going to be out the very next day. What if they never came out? Only footprints I see right now are animal steps and ours. So the ones that come out later and they see ours, well, they're not going to last. They're not going to last. It's impossible for them to last. Uh-oh, I see something gray. Hold on. Might just be a piece of clay. Oh, it's a busted bottom. It's a beautiful piece of gray chert, man. Dang it. Well, I did find this preform looking thing here. It's got working on it. That could have been some kind of blade. Maybe a preform, but yeah, there's some gray chert here, man. I see napping on it. I guarantee you that was a tip of a Dalton that was probably about 3.5 inches long. Green and gray. At least the tip is still there. You know that had to be a Dalton. You know that had to be a Dalton. Man, good eye. Looks like all the clay soils up in here. The gray clay soils. Yeah, but none of this is going to last through tomorrow. There's another string of thunderstorms that are going to last from Friday through Saturday. So you know the routine. I'm still going to be getting out early Saturday morning to head to a couple hot spots, trying to grab some history. If we see it or not, let's hope they can hold off the rain at least for about 3 hours. But when it comes to this beautiful hobby of recovering, nothing holds us back. see jack in here. The waves are distorting everything. It's going to make everything look like something though. I guess the only thing we have luck seeing in situations like this is something perfectly white or extremely large and reflective with a lot of beautiful mapping on it. But I found some in situations like this. This is like the perfect place to find one, where the water is just right, where the water flow continues, continuity, like the art of the natives, their pottery. It scared the crap out of me. You know, I know you're going to say there's got to be something sitting up in this thing right here. Someone else probably grabbed it though. I know, but what if they didn't? What if they didn't? Someone's laughing at us. Maybe they're trying to give us a sign. Maybe they're squawking because we're out here looking. I miss the good old days out here though. I think, is that a piece of pottery? No, it's not. Beautiful rock. It's rare to have a flood event, 3 flood events every 2.5 weeks out here though. I mean, let me tell you something about this hobby though. Like I try to tell you many things when it comes to this hobby. Once they got you, they got you. And you're never going to stop looking. But what are we looking for though? That's what I want to know. Stuff. But I mean, I don't know about you fellas out there, ladies and gentlemen, that have the same hobby. I mean, think about it. I mean, how many times do you get on Google Earth or something and you look at old Street View videos, not videos, but old Street View images and stuff like that, that go way back to like 2007, you know, where the image quality is just terrible in areas that weren't even developed. I know that looks like one, it's not. You crap y'all draws, look at that. You're gonna say that's one too? See that white? It's time to get hype. It's a busted one. That's what I'm looking for right there, man. Not all white, I'm just looking for it to stand out perfectly though. You're gonna say that is one. That could be one of their amateur pieces, I'm not sure. Let's leave it though. It could just be a busted rock. Man, that looks so authentic. Let's leave it. I can't take any more fakes. I know they're still making them. I know that for a fact. But let me get back to the story. How many times have you gone on Google Earth to look and then try to do research to try to find out who you need to call to see if you can cut through, you know? And you look at back all the old images and stuff like that, historical aerials, whatever it is, and you see the transition of time. But then the further you go back, your mind just goes crazy, and it's just like, imagine if you had that hobby back in like 1997. I know a lot of you perfectionists out there, you professionals out there, you've had this hobby for an extremely long time. Except for me, of course. I've only had it for like 7 years now, 8 years. But when it comes to this hobby, it's like some of the time you just can't find a way in until things are developed, right? Like the land's got to be developed in a certain manner in order for things to continue, like continuity. It's like in order for you to find it in certain locations, you got to wait for things to develop within the human race to find ancient stuff. And so many times that you go back looking at all these old images of time and you spot the creek that you now frequent, and you're just thinking, and you're bugged about the fact that all the history that was wiped out due to decades, years of major flood events. I thought I saw something. It was over here as a leaf. Yeah, but decades and years of flood events. Carrying things out. Never to be recovered. And now it's like you just can't stop going out because you don't want anything to be missed. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to lose it. What a crazy A hobby for real. Once they got you, they got you. Right at the end of this thing, I think I might see another one. I'm not sure though. Hold on. It looks flat. It's got a round bottom. It's that kind of white quartz that looks like it might be worked. Oh, it's a busted one, of course. Tiny one. Georgia boy style. Back into the water as it goes. Now, you know when you can see it like that, you can see them all. No worries about the eyes. No worries about what might be missed. Even though I do admit, we miss a lot. Hey, check this out. Look who's zooming by real fast. Here's a cute family of ducks. Inconspicuous. Trying to act like I don't see them. They're trying to be invisible. That's the bold one right there. Here come the other two. Look, they're paddling backwards up in this thing. Come on, guys. You don't have to worry about me. You were quacking away up there once you came around that bend when you saw me standing here, man. Come on, guys. That's the husband and wife right there. You know, that's one thing I noticed about the mallards. What is it? There's always a group of three of them. You got the one with the pretty feathers, you know, the green, brown, whatever. And then you got the two, like, grayish looking ones. They're always in groups of three. What is it about that, though? One thing I know for dang sure, at the moment, there's not a dang thing in this one. I'm looking at the ducks. They're going against the current. I think they're afraid of us. The bold one just kept on going, acting all crazy, inconspicuous. Ain't a damn thing up in here. And this is in line with the creek. If there was anything out here, anything, this should be the gravel bar that is sitting in, you know? I don't know how long I looked right up in the edge up in here, like if it was under something. Where'd they go? Oh, they're going backwards, man. I messed up their day for real for me being out here, man. Shame on us. I'm still trying to understand the science of the creeks, though. Just like Tuesday and yesterday when I was driving to work, you know, looking at these creeks. And it seems like the fuller that they get, the slower they go. So if the waters are moving slow, they're not carrying things. But they're moving slow enough to get the banks to collapse, you know? Look at that thing right there, man. It's like a giant spear tip. It's not. Yeah, what a shame though, man. I still can't crack the code when it comes to the creek sometimes. Yeah, but think about that. I mean, the creek, It's going real slow. The fuller it gets depends on how thick it is, how wide it is, that is. If the creek is going slow, but the banks are collapsing, you know, the sides of the banks are collapsing, then the stuff can't be pulled out. I guess it's probably just sitting there next to the bank. Only when the waters get lower does the speed pick up, you know, which means everything is going to be in the creek, in the flat gravel bars, right? Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. But I found a few in this one before, but these rocks are so big. I think these things were placed there back when Delta rolled through. And they've been sitting around for about 3 years. And it'll take an epic, long rain situation to move them out. When I first started out here, it was like a little baby. Just a couple of tiny little gravel bars in the middle of the creek. And it developed into this. No Daltons yet. But I'm looking for everything. Take that back. I think I might have stumbled upon one. Right below my feet. The second I moved in this direction, I saw how flat it was, and I think it's got napping on it. It's white. Pretty good size right here. Right in the center. Oh no, it's a fake game piece, man. It's a faker. Dang it. That was the bottom of a stem piece, man. That was the left side. That was the top. And it's nothing but a shattered piece of bubble wrap quartz, man. That had us going. That was a nice one, though. What a game. A mind game. Never found anything like this, ever. It's my color. The heck is it? It's stuck in this thing. I think it's a tiny little water gun. Look at this little thing right here. Man, you guys crazy. Look at that. Art Deco for real. My style. Da Vinci style. Probably the only thing they're going to say that I came out here for because they knew I was going to like it. Look at that thing. If I were to design a gun, it would look exactly like this. Man, looks like a building in some respect, you know, like a plan view. Look at that. Modern Art Deco. Yeah. Beautiful piece. Add it to the stash. Too bad it's not 11,844 years old. Still looking for those things. Thought I had a preformed Dalton. Still could be one. It's got napping all over the place. Looks like sugar. Think I'll keep it just because. Look at that extra micro napping on the top of it, though. On that stack is what they call it. That's a preformed Dalton, or a preformed bird point. Not really finished, not really ancient. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just like a little bit more than average, but at least there's something here intact. Weird. Last one I collected out here was almost in the exact same spot. That thing looks almost brand new. Beautiful. Add it to the pocket. You talk about a perfect clean out, man. Unfortunately, one of the most monumental log jams slash reroutes slash gravel bars that was flat and was nothing but gravel for about 180 feet. No, let's just say 104 feet. It's slowly being pulled out of here, man. At the moment, it's covered up in mud. I wonder what's below it. All these black leaves look like something, though. No footsteps, though. Not even remains of some that look like they could have been from like a month ago. But you know what that means? If we're not seeing it, we're not finding it, it ain't here. We'll just have to continue to wait. Hey, they even took that large pine tree out here that was sitting here for like 4 years. When they rerouted the creek, it used to flow over here in like a little horseshoe formation. And then once all those tropical storms hit about 3 years ago, they forced their way all the way through, busting through. What do you know about that? I made it all the way to the end, found nothing at all. Until I made it to the end over here. Crazy. Stuck out like a perfect thumb. Saw it from a mile away. This thing. Little tiny one. And it's intact too. Look at that. It's amateur. Georgia boy style. At least it's something. At least it is. You're saying, what's that other thing in my hand? I thought it was a gargantuan preform. Look at that. It's got that curve on the bottom, you know. Kind of looks like that spaceship in The Navigator. That movie, whatever it's called. From an angle. I can't tell if that's a preform or what, you know. Still could be one. It's got that Mora Mountain shape for real. Got to leave it out here for them to still keep working on it. Who knows how long it's going to take them to get this thing done. You can see how it looks like something important. Well, dang, there's a busted one right here. This is the place where I found the quad like 3.5, 4 years ago, I think it was. More than 3 years, I think. But there's a white one here. I never even saw it. It's got the tip busted on it. Dang it. It's the third busted one in about 35 minutes. I didn't even bother filming the other ones. They were so small. But look at the bright side. We're finding something. First one of these things out here ever. And it's going towards the artwork. Heck yes. And they're pointing us right to it, but you'll never see it. I know what direction that is. Urban Creek it is. They're holding on to stuff for us that they know we're going to love to collect and recover. And they're going to be nice. Thank you for the signs. Thank you for everything. Time to get out of this place. See you later.